Did someone say non-stop Spider-Man? Go ahead, hit that like button, and we're going to turn New Comic Book Day into Webhead Wednesday for real. Welcome back to the Flash by Night channel. I'm TJ, aka Flash by Night, and this is the re-up. I got a couple of books in the mail. I got some books for New Comic Book Day, and I want to get right into it. Got no time to waste. So the first book that I want to show off to you is one of two books I got in the mail, and it is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6 from Tom Taylor. Now, the reason I got this book is that this is the B cover variant, and I have the A cover. And when I saw this book, I had to pick it up. There's nothing really special about it in terms of spec. It's just a really good one-shot. So when I bought this book the first time around, I did buy it because there is, as you can see, a new character on the cover named Spider-Bite. And I was pretty new to collecting and thought that this might be my chance to jump in on a new character to see where it goes and see how much value I can build. But when you open the book and you read the story, it starts off with Pete. It starts off hot and heavy with Peter and this Spider-Bite character basically fighting off the Sinister Six for a weapon that they are in possession of that the Sinister Six wants. And then the Sinister Six eventually turns into, the Sinister 60, basically. And I started to wonder, where's this book going? Why is there a Sinister 60? I've heard of the Sinister Six, but I'm like, this book is off its rocker because it's doing a Sinister 60. And I still have no clue who this miniature junior Spider-Man is. But eventually they fight off the Sinister 60 and they get away with the weapon in the box. But you find out that the weapon in the box is So the weapon in the box is actually a Spider-Man toy. And you want to know why there's a Spider-Man toy in the box where there's supposed to be a weapon, because Spider-Bite is not really a superhero and they are not really in a fight. Spider-Bite is actually a kid at the hospital who is terminally ill. And Spider-Man basically took a day off of his schedule to come and visit and have an adventure with this terminally ill kid at the hospital. Now, I up to this point had not read any Peter Parker Spider-Man. I do read Miles Morales, but I don't read Amazing Spider-Man. And for the longest time, I knew he was fairly strong. He had web slingers. He has his spider sense. But I wondered what made Peter so special in people's eyes. And this book actually answered that question for me. So as you can see, as Peter gets ready to leave, his parents thank him, but the child is not ready for Peter to go. He knows if he goes to sleep, he may not wake back up. As I said, he was terminally ill. And so Peter, instead of going home, turns around and gets him and swings off with him so that his adventure can keep going. And that's why I picked up this book, for no other reason than the story kind of let me know how people really see Peter Parker, besides being this superhero Spider-Man. The next book I picked up, Venom Space Knight #1. And both of these two books basically cost me $2 a piece. Plus, I got a pretty good deal on the shipping from the seller, who is a IG seller. So I had to jump on the deal. So my next few books are going to be from New Comic Book Day today. And the first book is Taskmaster number 4. As we know, Taskmaster number 3 was a bit of a spec book last week, but I've actually been reading this Taskmaster miniseries from the first issue. And as I said before, the first issue had me kind of scared. I almost didn't pick up issue number 2. But once I read issue number 2 and saw the quote unquote fight between he and Hyperion, I knew I was going to see this mini-series through. And so we have Taskmaster, who should be in Wakanda, trying to clear his name from the murder of Maria Hill before Black Widow catches up with him and probably kills him. My next book is actually kind of a petty buy. I have Amazing Spider-Man number 55, the 3rd printing, and I pretty much got this because I have the 2nd printing. I'd like to have the 1st printing one day so I can have the red, white, and blue set. But I also bought it to spite the people with the 1st printing who don't want the rest of us to have a copy. My next book, and I actually forgot I ordered this book, but it came in today and it's pretty nice looking. It is the Joker number 1 with the Matina variant cover. That is pretty nice looking with Punchline on the front. And those are some bad looking knives too. But yeah, so we'll give this a read. I've heard some things about this book and that it's called the Joker, but he's really not the focus. I'll let you read this and find out who the focus of the book really is. And of course, I brought up the name earlier for a purpose. And so a lot of people aren't really digging the Amazing Spider-Man title right now. They're not really digging Nick Spencer's overall story. It's kind of boring. It's kind of slow for them. So I expect that they are picking up Non-Stop Spider-Man. And I was going to just pick up the A cover, but the store I went to had a Scotty Young sitting around. And so I picked up the Scotty Young cover. And last but not least, I picked up this congratulations cover for Non-Stop Spider-Man. Apparently, there is a cover on the inside, and this is just like a protective extra cover. And it wants us to handle with care. So what I'm going to do now, because I haven't looked inside the bag yet, I am going to go ahead and open this book, and we are going to see together what this book actually looks like. There you go. And oh. So this is what Non-Stop Spider-Man number 1 actually looks like in this surprise cover. See Non-Stop Spider-Man, bullseye on the back. And if you could not tell, it is, I think they call it embossed. It's an embossed cover with Spider-Man on the inside. So this is a nice looking book. I don't know what the print count is. I've seen some people say that they can't find it in their stores. I've seen some people say that they have extra copies in their stores. But whatever Marvel's plan was for this book, by basically putting this behind a surprise cover and trying to lure buyers in. They say a sucker is born every day. Call me a sucker. I picked the book up, but I like it. And that was it for my new comic book day. Really quick, really clean. A lot of Spider-Man action. And I think I did pretty well for myself. If I missed anything, which I'm pretty sure I did, there are a lot of good books out there. Let me know what you picked up in the comments. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you saw something you liked. If you did, hit that like button. And if you want to keep seeing content like this from me, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, do all the good YouTube things. And as I said before, leave comments. Let me know what you're picking up, what you enjoy reading, and how New Comic Book Day went for you. But as always, love yourself, love others, support your local comic shop, and I will be back in a flash.